Alrighty. We are almost there.
So it's cool for me to post the YouTube one real quick then?
Yep. And we are live.
Ooh.
Making sure everything is configured up correctly. Okay, we're live. Welcome to the KarmaCast, guys. My name is Alex, otherwise known as It's Karma. I'm here with a wolf, otherwise known as Lucas. Say hi.
What's going on?
I'm here with Bri, otherwise known as Bulldog. Say hi, Bri.
Hello.
And
Hello.
I'm here with Riley, otherwise known as Valexilios. Say hi, Riley. So, since this is the first stream that we are starting with, probably should let you guys know what we are all about. Pretty much, we are a group of friends that have met each other over the internet. Isn't that right? Besides Lucas.
Yep.
Fine
Yup.
for Lucas, but then again, I met him over the internet.
But yeah, that's fair. But we are here just to provide a little bit of an outlook on the internet and see how we feel about it. So this week's discussion is going to be about toxicity. And
Yeah.
what that means, what we are going to be dissecting is preferably Reddit and ship wars among fandoms. So
Indeed.
we're going to get switched over
I'm doing
to refraining to render properly. Okay, so
come
so
on!
unfortunately the entire cast could not be here. Don't know why, but we are missing Supercontinent and we are missing Angel. So now
It might be, but we don't know.
yeah, they unfortunately could not make it. I think something came up for Angel, and I believe Supercontinent just wiped off the face of the earth.
Probably.
And just to apparate to another.
So, for a little bit of prospect on who we are as individuals, I am proud to present this stream for you guys. I've been working on this for a solid 2 months now, and guys, may as well just provide some formal introductions, starting with Bri.
Yep.
All right. So, Bri, tell the chat a little bit about yourself.
Well, as you know, my name is Brian. I love working out, of course, and I'm obsessed with Hasman Hotel.
The man's the muscle.
Yes,
Alright.
sir.
All right, Lucas, you.
Alright, so I'm Lucas. I'm a little bit of a gamer and I'm a band kid.
All right. Pen, you.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
got-
I'm a gamer, and I pretty much solely exist to be a man of this group.
All right. Battle Block Funny Man himself.
If you're watching this stream, you'll understand that via the request in a couple minutes.
Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm going to lead into our donation info. If you go to @GideonBrass323, you could go to our Patreon. Here we accept requests, and you guys will even, if you guys donate set amount of money, you will be able to attend one of these streams as a guest. Now, with donations, I require a PM after said donation about info about what you want us to do and stuff like that. So, leading into it, let's go with our first topic.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm looking for the schedule here. Okay, so currently we are well aware that everybody's affected by COVID at the moment, and
Yeah, that's true.
and probably, hopefully, we can provide a little bit of entertainment on Friday nights for 2 hours. Because let's be real, do we ever really anything better to do?
There to do. There's nothing to do. Everything's closed.
Exactly.
So, as the coming year went by, now we are almost approximately halfway through 2020. What were your guys' outlook on 2019? Starting with Bry.
Um, Outlook. Let's see here. I
It could
thought
be
that
good, bad.
I thought 2020 was gonna be the year for most of people, you know. But then now, looking at this year now, it's gone to hell pretty much.
Hmm.
So
That's
there's
it.
that. And I was really looking forward for prom because I'm a junior, and nowadays there's seniors and juniors that want to go to prom this year. But that's what happened.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. So Lucas, how was your take on 2020 so far?
Um, s- I honestly think that things just went bad fast for 2020. Like, I obviously 2019 was a lot better. It was a lot more fun.
Oh yeah, definitely.
How
Oh,
2020 is now.
oh, for real though.
So yeah.
Hmm.
Alrighty.
So like,
Oh, you can keep talking. You're good.
I just feel like people really need to calm down on it a little bit and just like kind of like it's just simple stuff, really.
Yeah. All right. Pent, how do you feel about 2020 so far?
2020, it hasn't turned out the greatest, of course, because of everything that's happened. I mean, it was just a dumpster fire, and then a building fire, and then a city fire, and now it's a world fire.
That's a phrase.
It kept escalating. It's just World
Oh
War
yeah.
Three.
Yo, aliens coming in next. Who's ready for this?
Amen to that, brother.
Amen.
Hmm.
I'm calling it now. When June comes around, I'm
Can't hear
the
my controller right now, but I'm playing.
the Earth's just gonna split in half. I'm calling it.
Oh fuck.
No,
Oh
we're,
I don't
god.
think anyone would be surprised
I'm calling it now. July, we're going to be in the middle of Dark Souls 3.
Oh my. All right, boys, get your iron armor and chainmail ready. We're going in.
The heresy.
We are here to purge heresy and take your sandwich.
Oh yeah, let's.
Alrighty,
Terrible a little bit.
alrighty. So now I'm gonna lead into probably our future plans for streams. As of right now, we will probably only be streaming once a week. Of course, if schedule allows it to do so, I will stream another day or two, depending on the group's availability. But as of right now, it's going to be Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I will probably provide more time zones later on, but I'm way too lazy to do that math right now. So, leading into our actual topic today, um, toxicity. So, how do you guys define toxicity in a community? How I define it usually is just people being asshats to each other.
Zelda.
Well, that's a story for another time. Um, but basically, how I feel about toxicity is it pretty much ruins. It can pretty much ruin any community, any show, any game. Henceforth, Fortnite and why everybody hates it because 9-year-olds screaming.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't that just happen in every game? It started with COD mostly.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah. So, starting with Pet, how do you feel about toxicity?
I've been riddled by it far too much in my life, so I'm basically desensitized.
Ah,
I've seen way too much in my life. I've been around friends that were toxic. I've been around affected by said toxicity. It's not fun to be around. I've dealt with it ways than one. And my overall opinion on said topic, it needs to either be contained or not be done at all.
mm.
Hmm.
Alrighty. So, leading on into continuation with this, Bri, what is your opinion on toxicity?
Ah, man. It just kind of like messes up the like the community that we're liking now. Let's say Haslam Hotel. Like just one episode came out, and then now and the hatred just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, that is something that I
Like
do want to lead into. Is that the communities can get rather toxic rather quickly with anti subreddits, anti like hate pages,
exactly, yeah.
like art, like so there's even like with some artists, like if you don't like credit them in a post, they like start witch hunting after you just because Like, for being a part of this community, you've been actively witch hunted for actually just liking something, which I do not understand. So, leading on to that, Lucas, how do you feel about toxicity?
See, like mine's like my take on it is a little bit different. I feel like having a little bit of toxicity every once in a while, just for the fact of having like a little bit of shits and giggles here and there is fine. But like if it goes to the point where you can tell it's like over the top and like it needs to stop, that's when you need to like grow a pair and kind of stop
Mm,
or like get it to stop.
that's fair. I mean, like with toxicity, it also depends on who the targeted audience is. Like with Call of Duty, for saying much, like the targeted audience was supposed to be just mature young adults or just adults in general, and pretty much that pretty much led kids into trying to get into that because like A, it was a mature game, so they felt a little bit of exclusivity, and B, just just having some form of like superiority or anonymity barrier there just makes being toxic so much easier and just promotes this bad behavior. So that's what I want to lead into our next topic that I didn't write on the schedule is anonymity. So I'm assuming, do you guys know what anonymity is?
No, I'm kind of stupid.
Oh,
Being
yeah, me too.
be
Okay.
prevented.
So basically, the reason why communities are so toxic as they are is because of a thing called anonymity. Basically, what it is it's the state of being anonymous. With being anonymous, like saying, like say if like somebody's like geographically anonymous, you don't know where somebody lives. Um, or like saying like name, like you can be pretty much anonymous with any aspect of your life online, pretty much. Um, and with kids that you just randomly meet online or even adults at some points that like completely like tell you off or like say all these things and they don't say it IRL is probably a good thing that they don't, but since they have that anonymity there, they just let loose with that. So
Oh,
I feel like people take a lot of advantage of that. Of course, like everybody has their own opinions, so I will let you guys take the floor.
Uh,
uh,
I don't know. I think like how you said with like anonymity. I feel like it just gives people like a false sense of security. They just feel safe behind the screen. I don't know. They just like don't really like mean what they say because like it's just like the heat of the moment type deal.
Mm,
That's what I.
yeah.
but like, if you like talk crap like something about the internet, you know people are gonna go after you. Like they're gonna be like,
Yeah, that's why that's why I like to tackle this topic like at the point as it is because like if the anonymity barrier wasn't there, the toxicity would like just go straight down.
ooh,
Toxicity because just like so like they know all about me. Why would I do something?
Yeah, then it's more of like picking and choosing your fights at that point because like at that point when you're say like if God, words are hard at this moment in time. Um, say as if like I'm talking with this guy that I presumably think just by his voice he's like 15 or something, and when in reality he's like 22, but I don't know that, and I talk all this crap, and then he says like, "Oh, I'm gonna like beat the crap out of you," or he starts telling me off. I'm not gonna pay attention to that, and I'm just going to ignore it. But if I knew who he was in that moment in time, I don't think I would have picked that fight at all. Not saying I would in general.
Yeah, and I see where you're coming from with that one.
yep.
So from that point, let's start getting into specifics, I guess. Okay, so I want to tackle this most recent situation that dealt with toxicity, Leafy coming back. You got
Oh yeah, let's bring that entire show back.
Oh, oh no.
so judging by your guys' responses, you guys know exactly what happened.
We obviously
I don't know.
I
I don't
don't.
know exactly what
All
happened.
right,
I just know
so
that's
just for
really
people
toxic.
watching and for Bry, pretty much. So there's this YouTuber called Leafy is here that pretty much um his uh his entire YouTube channel got shut down, or no, it didn't get shut down. It got demonetized because his content was deemed not advertiser friendly because he literally just talked shit about a lot of people. And
Oh,
from
okay.
that, he had like a super toxic fan base. But after he got fully demonetized, he just went silent for 2 years until recently, which I think is like a month or 2 months ago. Can anybody check on that?
I can check real quick.
Alrighty.
Um,
Because this like him coming back like sparked like iDubbbz doing something sparked like an entire like an entire argument that lasted so long. All right.
March 30th.
March 30th. Okay, so probably this is so it's been going for about a month now that that what happened was, as you guys know, the YouTuber iDubbbz is very popular over YouTube, and his girlfriend happened to have an OnlyFans account, which basically means that people pay to see her in lewd photos.
oh,
That's
okay.
not necessarily what everyone assumes. The only thing.
Yeah. So basically, like this sparked a lot of controversy, saying like, oh, like iDubbbz is like this simp that basically is just simping over his girlfriend when in reality they have a super happy relationship, and he's absolutely fine with it. And what Leafy did was he claimed that he claimed that iDubbbz was a quote unquote cuck, I believe.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Basically, he made a whole video roasting iDubbbz just to roast him out of it. And what happened was then H3H3 came out and basically told Leafy to lay off, but then Leafy's fan base just came right back at him.
Oh man.
So, how do you guys feel about that situation for the people that do know? As in,
Oh man.
so, how do Pent and Lucas or Lucas? How do you feel about this?
I just feel like I don't know. Like I personally think that if you're like, like I don't know how to explain it. If you're like egging on or like demonstrating like a toxic kind of not just yeah like personality or like toxic if you're making a toxic community essentially like I feel like that's where like you need to like really think about like what the hell you're doing at this point because like it's just like not okay and like the whole situation is like kind of bad enough as it is but like just like him going after like iDubbbz and his girlfriend like that really wasn't called for and that was like just really toxic and unneeded
Yeah,
as like most toxicity is. So yeah, I don't know.
yeah,
That's like real whack.
yeah. Now people are starting to see why he got demonetized in the first place, which
And I
is
see why now.
which I'm surprised that his channel hasn't gotten taken down yet after that whole incident. But Pent, are you still here?
I'm still here.
How do you feel about the whole situation?
This is the fact that Leafy himself, even like I never really watched them, but Leafy's entire career on YouTube was mostly based on career, and he came back just to shit talk something that was very major, is petty because he get his back.
Mm. Yeah,
Basically, like the name and shame or whatever the concept is, the fact that you want popular, you wanna get popular by ruining
mm.
the celebrities, political dates, and what happen all the time. Just trying to do that so they can get their popularity.
Okay, it seems like Lucas is having technical difficulties.
Oh.
Um, so moving on from that, leading into let me take a look at the let me take a look at the chat here for the schedule.
Look, we missed 5 seconds. You're gone.
Okay, so I want to take this time just to thank the 3 new followers. Thank you, Kevin Gibson, Teal Tundra, and Flapjack2260. Thank you guys for following.
Thanks, guys.
Um, and we're gonna go on to our next topic from here. Ooh, wait. All right. Thank you, zombie underscore 7615 for following. So next topic. Let me pull up our schedule here. Okay. Um. Okay. So fandoms with the worst toxicity.
Tail.
So, I personally think probably either the Apex Legends community, the Fortnite community, or the Reddit community has the most toxic fandoms of certain aspects of them. Bri, how do you feel about what do you think is the most toxic fandom out there?
Well, for me, perspectively, I think it's Reddit because pretty much there's like anonymous people who are just talking so much crap about this and that, like you know. But like, I don't know how to explain this. What's that word I'm looking for? There's like so much toxicity going on in there. Like, let's say if you so pretty much like in January, when Kobe Bryant died, and pretty much a lot of people were like taken as a joke, blah blah blah, or like messed up memes of it. Like it, it's just like bullcrap. Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Not giving, not really caring as much as you think you should. Then there's making light of it as a joke, just to keep people angry.
Right.
Cynical like that.
Yeah. Pen, what do you think is the most toxic fandom out there?
There are quite a few of them, but the most toxic fandom that I have and been a part of currently has been, and just prior to this, was definitely Undertale.
Mm.
Was a very shifty community. A lot of people in that would get very angry if you didn't with them.
Yeah, that's gonna get into our next topic, but before we do that, Lucas, what do you think is the most toxic fandom if you are currently active?
All right, yeah. So I think, like, in all honesty, like the Fortnite community is really toxic. Just like I don't know, like if you hop on there and go into game chat, you're gonna find people that just like talk the most or no, absolutely go ham on you for like just like not being as good as them when you're just trying to play casually or something like that.
Yeah.
It's just like real dumb, and like that's what I don't know people.
Yeah, those are people I don't really get either because, like, you're not proving anything, to be honest, other than you're being an asshole. It doesn't prove that that you're better than them because I've had people completely shit talk me in games and then I wind up like fragging over them and then they get screwed over and get pissed off and then leave.
Wow.
So, going off of what Pent said from the Has Been Hotel and Undertale fandom, ship hate and certain groups of fandoms that are the most toxic. So, in case you guys don't know, ship hate is or shipping is when you put two characters together in a show that is not necessarily canon and it's more of a fan thing.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna lead off of that is hate shipping. So hate shipping is pretty much you where you ship two characters that hate each other. A lot of people do not like this concept. Now that leads into a lot of toxicity because I have seen all-out wars on Instagram stories about people just fighting over like these two characters being with each other in a fandom. So does anybody have like anything to add on that situation?
I don't know. I just feel like it's something stupid that people shouldn't really get mad over. It's like really just their opinion on what they like, on like how they want to take things, and like I don't know. I don't know background behind it, but like I just feel like people don't really need to take it that seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something that I personally don't get, and it's not even like canon in the show. Whatever the artist chooses to do with said show or video game is really their choice. And like let people be entitled to their own fantasies, is what I think. Let them have their own ideals and such.
Yeah, like let them have fun, you know. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like okay, see, I'm gonna take a little bit of like a turn on this, but like
Oh,
I
you're
feel
good.
like
Go
that's
for
what
it.
like we've lost. Like with like 2020, I feel like that's like something that we just like don't practice anymore. Like no one really can have their own opinion. It's just like if you want to like think your own thing, you're just like wrong. And like that's just like something that is really stupid in my opinion. Like I don't know.
Briar, Pant, got anything to add?
let's see here. So starting off with the Hasbin Hotel community. So the shipping has kind of got more toxic in it. So let's say if you ship Baggy and Husk, people are like, "Oh no, 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 not this and that. That's stupid." Blah blah blah. And
They're
like,
not
shut the hell up. And
against what's already been set.
yeah, exactly.
It's really just someone's opinion and what they would think would be. It's not necessarily set in stone. Like this is my opinion. God's word
Yeah.
on it. To be no matter.
Alrighty. So, leading off of that, that makes me want to lead into what gets worse in these wars, which is hate subreddits. I'm assuming you guys have seen these at some point, if you guys use Reddit at all.
Yeah, I just got it last week, and
So, in case you guys do not know, there are a bunch of so how Reddit works is there's a bunch of like subreddit forums for like different communities, and say that there's a subreddit for say Doom Eternal. There will eventually be like a meme subreddit or like an anti subreddit against the game. Like for example, there's r/Marauder Hate, which is more of like a meme subreddit, which is all in good fun, but it still does radiate a lot of toxic energy from it. Because it basically is just shitting all over like the single character in a video game that just basically just adds like a little bit of different pacing. But I don't think there should be an entire subreddit for it. But then that leads into a bigger one, which is for Go Figure, Hasbin Hotel, which is literally labeled anti Hasbin Hotel.
oh man,
So I have seen a lot of things off of these subreddits. It's usually like a lot of hate posts, usually done very immaturely, very lazily. There's also other ones that actually make fun of faiths entirely, but I'm not going to get into that because it's really political.
Definitely gonna
Oh,
cause.
okay.
Yeah, that's definitely.
That would not be fun.
Yeah. So these subreddits, I just do not understand for the life of me, just because they don't prove anything other than, again, you're just a jackass. So does anybody want to take the floor on this or like share any thoughts on it?
We're gonna get offended by that.
I just feel like it's stupid.
yeah.
As I said, people should just have their own opinions. It should stick like that.
Alrighty. So, going off of that, let's see here. Alright, so we're gonna cut the stream time in half just because we're running out of
Fixed
topics.
Oh man.
Because I was anticipating Supercontinent and Angel to still be here, so but that changed. But it isn't their faults.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Cluckmaster424 for the follow. So next is we're gonna let the chat take the floor with questions. These can even be requests for a short period of time. Just let loose.
Playing Mortal Kombat. Sorry, stream.
You are fine.
Just one move off.
So I'm looking at chat right now. Topic on car. Oh, that's a fun one.
Oh wait,
Topic
hold
on-
on. What is it?
Topic on what?
So for people that don't know about the Carson situation, I'm assuming everybody's heard about it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The
So
what?
for people that don't know, Call Me Carson was in a relationship with this Twitch streamer known as Caterino. She was a rather popular Twitch streamer. I think she streamed Minecraft or like CS:GO or something before that. Something I don't know. And she was dating Call Me Carson at the time, and they were very public about this. Carson was very happy to share it with his audience, and what went off of there is Carson said that he was taking a very an indefinite hiatus, that he wasn't sure when it was going to end. From that, uh, people started speculating about what would happen, and then all of a sudden, did somebody find out? Did one of Carson's friends come out and say what happened?
I believe I don't
Was,
know if it was Schlatt or, but I know XQC made a comment on it, but I need to check.
I was about to
Unless the
say
guy
because
did it.
it was either Travis or Schlatt that said it.
It might have been Schlatt.
Yeah, it might have been Schlatt. Chat, correct us if we're wrong. Um, but then somebody leaked this information out, and then immediately what happened was people found out that Caterino was cheating on Carson with a YouTuber known as Fitz. Now,
Ooh,
That's what happened? Oh, damn.
That's
damn.
what happened.
yeah.
And
So for
not
people that
only
you can take the floor pen on this.
apologize, but while it was also Fitz, he also was dating her actual boyfriend at the time, who wasn't Carson. And at this current moment, there are 12 other guys dating at that moment.
Okay, so and then that leads into who these people actually are. For people that don't know Fitz, he's a CS:GO YouTuber with over 4 million subs. I could be
I
wrong on
believe
that.
so.
And he even had like his own podcast going. He had like this entire like house plan with his buddies Swagger Souls, Jay Slat, I Notorious, and let's just say that this incident will forever haunt his career.
Ooh, yeah.
People will not forget this.
Fuck.
So then Fitz and Caterino even came out and said like, oh, they were sorry. Caterino said that it was never serious with Carson. That just made it worse.
Was not here for
Yeah.
that.
So Caterino got a bunch of backlash, and what happened from that was then people were trying to figure out this situation entirely, and it turned out that Caterino was dating 7 guys.
That current moment, but now it's up to 12. So
It's 12.
it is 12.
You're shitting me.
No, I am not.
Oh, okay. Do we have names for these people?
I know this was one of them. Then you had Carson, who was presumed to be the one at the top.
Yeah.
Then there was her actual boyfriend, who I don't know the name.
Wasn't there like an esports player too?
There was.
Yeah, no, I know that, and then like, were like the other like 8 other guys like confirmed or something? Like, did they come out and say something?
They did come out and say.
Damn.
Dude, I just looked up, like, I'm trying to find the names of the boyfriends right now, and it says possibly single.
Mm,
Possibly single.
I'm not joking. It literally, current relationship status, possibly single.
Good.
I wonder why.
You're in a relationship or you're not.
But, like, doesn't Fitz have a wife?
No,
What?
Fitz doesn't have a
Who
wife.
lied?
Apparently,
I don't know, dude.
she dated Zombie too.
Oh my god.
Zombie pulling up with the stonks.
Stone.
So that was the whole Caterino situation, and then I think we're still getting updates on the whole situation now, because it's only getting worse.
I mean, yeah, as it should. Like, the whole situation's bad enough as it is.
Yeah, and further into that, Carson
opinions.
Carson is good now. Like, is that like verified that he is fine now?
Carson is doing fine now.
Okay, so that's good. At least he.
He's on his channel and he's live streaming.
Okay.
He's not going to mention it.
Yeah, yeah, which is more than fair. But Fitz still hasn't uploaded in like 6 months, and I don't think that's gonna change for a while.
Not for quite a long time.
Yeah,
And I
no.
think, wait, was he kicked out of Misfits for it?
I believe so. Like, they're kicked out of Misfits. I know he's losing subs, as was Cater. Cater didn't even address the situation until after she lost about, I think, 60% of her subscribers.
Yeah, because after something like that, you can't come back from that. Like, if that's something that publicly happened, you can't come back from that.
And the apology she made was just super good. And Fitz's was also very verbose in terms of
Fitz literally just said, "I'm an asshole. I get it," and then that was the entire. That I summed it up in one sentence.
sincere. That's pointing out the obvious.
Yeah.
Honest.
Stout Tundra said, topic on copywriting PewDiePie.
I got no info on that. Does anybody else do?
Yeah. Not
I
me.
sadly do not.
Teal, would you be able to provide a little bit of more info on this? Because I'm gonna search this up real quick.
Didn't hear the actual question.
Copywriting. PewDiePie's last 3 videos copyright struck by unknown entity, Alf Digital.
Who's that? Like, digital. They're just like somebody that came out of the woodwork just because to.
Okay, so I'm gonna screen share what I'm reading right now. Full screen. All right. I need to get my progress bar in here. Uno momentos, chat. Sorry about this. Okay. So,
For the record, you said teal. That's a reference to something that me and him have talked about before.
copyright issues on YouTube have plagued the video platform for years, but in the last few months it's been particularly problematic for creators due to YouTube's shoot first, ask questions later approach to copyright issues. Now YouTube's biggest creator, PewDiePie, has been hit with copyright strikes on his most recent videos, all seemingly from a company called Alf Digital, YouTube says.
Oh my god.
YouTuber James Charles has also been hit by claims from the same entity today. A YouTube copyright claim is a part of the copyright policying system used by YouTube for the purpose of managing copyright infringement and complying with Digital Millennium Copyright Act (DMCA). However, the system is flawed and words are hard, and as many YouTubers have pointed out, it's often abused by people and companies who don't hold the copyright to the work they're claiming. When visiting one of PewDiePie's last few videos, the videos have been blocked and there's no way to interact with the video. Video unavailable is the message visitors to the channel are met with. The video contains content with Alf Digital, who has blocked it on copyright grounds. YouTube has long been criticized for the way it allows any company or entity to make a claim on a video without any prior checks that the entity making the claims actually own the copyright to the content they're claiming or striking. The way YouTube's system works leaves it open to false claims being made by copyright trolls, causing havoc for YouTubers and often with no repercussion for those making false claims. This has been provided by Reclaim the Net.
Zombie is I got a date and I need help. Any advice? My advice is be yourself, dude. Like just act natural, you know?
Act
Amen to
natural.
that.
Amen to that.
Anyone else?
Just have a fun time. Don't do anything stupid.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! I know who someone in chat is. Hi, Patrick.
Oh, good. Comb your hair too. That is facts 100%.
Yes.
Have some breath mints just in case.
That's
Brush your teeth. Cut your fingernails. Bring breath mints.
movie. You got to make that kiss 100.
Yes.
So
A moment.
talking about alinity. Uh
Oh, what now?
Salinity.
oh, what's good, Tom? So leading into that, chat. Is there anything else that you would like for us to talk about, or can we move on to the request section?
Request is mostly just going to be like after a while, so we can like warp those in. Say we can warp those in. The stream has been kind of dry.
Well,
So
yeah. Well, yeah, because I was intending for more people to be here, but then Supercon is currently AFK, and Angel went off because I guess something came up. So, chat. Does anyone have one? I only got balloons.
Oh shoot, I see Nick Choi in other chat. Hi, Nick Choi.
Okay, so let's pull out the schedule again. All right. So, alrighty.
We
So,
oh,
Bri, you can go first. I'm just gonna basically talk about what's gonna be future streams, but you can go on.
the incident's going on right now is that Vivian. Well, I think this was last week that Vivzy reported that there was a predator going in the
Oh
fandom
yeah. Oh yeah.
in Discord.
There we go. This will spark up some
Yeah.
conversation.
this
Okay.
will spark the best conversation. Conversation.
Okay. So for people that don't know, what's her last name? It's Vivian what?
Moreno, I think.
Yeah, Vivian Moreno, or otherwise known as Vivzy Pop, the creator of Hasbin Hotel, has been recently. There's apparently a predator in somewhere in the HH fandom, but there is also apparently there is also a cease and desist on her, and this
Oh.
relates to PewDiePie, where pretty much the cease and desist is a false claim that will get nowhere. So basically, what happened was one of these creators or one of these cosplayers that like sent in like a photo to be presented on stream that apparently was sent to an old like inbox email that just never made it, and she took it as like an offense to like her work apparently,
Oh yeah.
which basically means that she was just being super entitled.
Build.
And I don't think anything has happened as of right now. People are just reassuring Vivzy that nothing's going to come of this at the moment in time. So and then that leads into what else has been happening is now that there is a creator. When they were looking for animators, there was a creator that apparently um
Claimed that yeah.
you know about this where or the artist claimed another work to be theirs.
Yeah.
So basically, they sent in like an animation thing that turned out to be some other animator's work, and he got caught red-handed, and now like he's been like evading or like he's been stalking slash evading Vivzy since, and
Yeah, the crew pretty much.
yeah, and pretty much like he's been stalking them on Twitter, on every social media platform, just using alt accounts just to get. It's another obvious internet troll that just wants their 5 seconds of fame. I think personally,
Oh God, dude.
That's
which I don't get the point of like plagiarism at this point. It just proves nothing other than you're an asshole that doesn't want to try and be talented.
Is it people that don't want to work for their fame and they'd rather steal others than on their own?
Well, yeah, sometimes.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's not even play. It's not even like to be an ass. Like some people just do it because they're lazy.
yeah.
Yeah, like say for instance, Instagram, which has a lot of reposters and a lot of people removing the original artworks as watermark, which is really wrong. And so far, most of the artists of their artwork are reporting them and want other people to report them. And they,
Good old, good old witch hunting.
Good old fashioned.
That's another thing is that like Instagram, how they deal with things is witch hunting, which I personally don't enjoy because what I always say is how are you better than them if you go after them? Like let's be real. Like you're not like yes they stole from you, but you're actively trying to like ruin like their thing unless like of course like if they completely deserve it. I just personally don't like it. Of course, if you guys feel anyway different, floor is open.
no, no.
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
really not.
Alrighty, so leading on into our next thing.
Comments and stealing other people.
Yeah, just don't steal other people's shit. Be original.
Isn't that
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
command?
dude.
It doesn't even matter if you're religious. Just follow those.
Yeah.
You don't even have to be religious to know that don't kill, don't steal, and don't other people's lives.
Just-
Like obvious.
Ah, yes, the teachings
It's
of the
just
Bible.
common sense.
Respect art
I'm not
artists'
really-
artwork.
It's that the fact that I practice it. I just don't exactly.
Mm.
Really just be a good person. Like that's really the only way I can see it.
Well, it's not even that. Like, even if you like want to like repost like somebody's work as on like a fan account or something, just tag the writer, and if they don't want you to do it, don't do it. Don't repost
Don't
it.
do it.
Because there's artists in one of the Discord servers that us three are currently in that that one of the artists got rather angry that we were reposting her art, but then we immediately stopped afterwards because that's the rule that you should follow. Respect the author's wishes.
Exactly.
If they're not fine with it, neither should you.
Mm.
So, as of right now, we are going to open up the floor to any requests as we are getting close to closing up the stream.
Ooh.
So since I have a something to fulfill, I need to look at my Instagram post that I posted a week ago to see who gets to be on stream. I forgot that I did this.
Oh man.
So
Nice.
already. For people, for the first 11, for the 9 viewers here, do me a favor and add this Discord. I'm going to post it in chat. And add. And we will open up the floor to you to ask whatever you guys want to ask and talk about what you guys want to talk about.
We're all ears, man. All ears.
Yep, we are.
Opinions on traps?
On what?
On
On
traps.
traps.
I'm reading.
Wait a minute.
Wait, hold on. I didn't read
I'm
that.
reading chat.
And if you already have me added on Discord for people in chat, just message me on Discord.
Hold
Oh
on,
my
wait.
God.
I want to see what the dictionary definition is of a trap, or at least
Um,
early dictionary.
Okay,
Basically-
so
Dresser as gross as it.
already first person in. Already. So for Teal Tundra, oh wait, where the fuck? Okay, so Teal Tundra, you should be able to join our live chat. If you have the inability to do so, please message me on Discord. You don't even need to join this live chat. You are just open to be on the Discord. But for anybody else watching, anything is open for the table if you manage to get in. Also, for the first 9 people here, you guys get a free basic request.
Yeah.
Not sure, like, if they know what most of us can do.
So for people that do not know, our request system will be if you look on our Patreon page, I should have it posted on the tab on the dashboard. Do I have it on there? Currently managing the server at the moment. Alrighty. Now that we have now we have Teal Trundra and Zombie in the server. If you guys are the VC is open to you guys, at least it should be. So if you guys want to take a trip to our Patreon page, all basic requests are open. We will probably limit to one or two at the moment, but if you guys have anything to add, please do so now.
Yeah, man.
So like, can we actually go on this trap of it, like this trap thing? Like this is
Oh, yeah.
Oh, all right, Lucas, the floor is open to you.
Yeah, man.
no,
Go
why
for it.
me?
You were the one that brought it up.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
no, I was just reading chat. I have chat pulled up. Come on now, don't put me in this spot.
All right, hang on. All right, let's see.
Putting Brian in the spot then.
No. Well, fuck. I don't know anything about traps.
You want me to read off the? Do you want me to read off the Urban Dictionary thing?
Go for it.
All right, I'll try. I'll try.
Cross-dresser.
Oh, sorry.
A
Sorry.
cross-dresser, usually a fictional character in an anime who dresses up in an opposite gender's clothing to trick people into thinking that they're the opposite gender. Term comes from anime trope of a character dressing up in drag to trick people into thinking they're the opposite gender.
Felix Argyle.
Alrighty.
Not to be confused with transgenderism, which is a person transitioning to another gender.
Okay, now for the viewers that are in the server, you should be able to join the live chat now.
There's one.
Oh man.
Oh,
It is Zombie and Teal Tundra.
It's you.
What's up, man?
Alrighty. Floor is open to you guys.
Wait,
Yeah,
what is
man.
going on? What is going
All
on?
yours. Come on.
Question: does my mic sound really, really crappy?
Nah, you're good, bro.
Like sounds like it ate the loaf.
Yeah.
They also have dicks.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay.
Okay, so there is some ground rules that I do have to place. If you guys are going to be in this VC, no slurs, of course. That's about it. Floor is open past there.
Oh my god, this is chaotic.
Monetized.
What the fuck?
actually, I have a question before you guys start.
Hey. Oh my god.
What's up?
What the
Hey,
hell were
everybody.
you guys thinking with that question? Like, that question's funny and all, but
yeah.
what the hell, dude?
You can call me zombie.
I'm trying to think of a question.
My parents call me a mistake.
Good stuff, lad.
Hey. That's what I'm here for.
I'm so
Alrighty.
proud.
So, Zombie and Teal, you guys have anything you guys want to
Come
ask?
on, dude. This is monetized?
To some degree, yeah.
I'm just trying to think of something. So, I mean, the only thing I have in my mind right. The only thing I have in my mind is I don't know. What do you guys think about Doom Eternal?
Alrighty.
All night.
So Doom Eternal, Valk, since you recently played it more than me, how do you feel about it?
I like the game personally. It did change a lot of things from Doom 2016, such as it's more fast paced. The ammo was a little lower, which is one of my only about it. This is going to offend people mostly that are in that subreddit you mentioned earlier. I like the addition of the Marauder.
Same, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Be really mad at me.
Plus Edward Bosco LeMayo.
Oh yeah, dude.
And the myth, the legend, Alistair, the radio demon.
Ah, yes. So,
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be for real. I know that friggin' pilot has been out for a long time, but I actually just watched it a while ago. Like, I think around like 3 weeks ago.
wait,
Not
you-
gonna lie, it's pretty good. I mean, I wasn't really like hyped into it when it came out. I was like, okay, really good, a really good pilot. I don't feel like watching. But later on, I just was like,
Has been Hotel. I've been waiting for that shit for 3 years.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so like, I wasn't like really hyped for it, and Now it's screwed. I'll just watch it. Wasn't
Nice.
bad.
Good stuff. So back onto Doom Eternal. I personally really enjoyed the game. I think it was a nice like path off of the traditional Doom Eternal, or not Doom Eternal, Doom formula in general. I just feel like it had a lot more involvement with all the weapons and like the cool areas that you could explore.
Main
It's Doom 2016, except on LSD and fucking crack cocaine.
Inside every demon is a rainbow, brother.
side
Yeah.
every induced by PC.
Mm.
I thought of a really good topic. Do you guys know was Rusty Cage?
Yeah, what about him?
You know, have you guys heard of like that video that you made a while ago of like some person fucking breaking in?
Wait, somebody broke into his house?
Yeah, did you not see his video? It's a recent video. I think it was like a day ago.
Oh,
He
Lord.
posted a video of somebody like fucking
whose
breaking
house?
into his house.
Rusty Cage, apparently.
Oh yeah, I watched the video. Do you think it's because of the lockpicking video he made?
Oh, that's a
Was
good
that because of
question.
that?
That's what I think it came from. I swear to fucking God.
Just
I
like-
swear to
Oh my
Oh my
god.
lord.
If it
It's
is,
because of the
I
lockpicking
swear to
video.
God.
Dude, he's got to take that down now. He's got
Yeah. ASAP,
During these
dude.
desperate times, I swear to God, bro.
That's
Hey, yo, I'm gonna use his content to my advantage. Just break into his house.
Dude, I'm getting that fucking like coin whatever bin tin. I don't know.
I need to get a
They broke into
remote
his house.
bomb installed inside my door.
If somebody tries to lockpick it, it fucking explodes.
I think no. I think you took down the lockpicking video.
Did he actually?
He took,
I'm
he took it
gonna
down.
Google-
No, I don't see
I'm gonna
it.
Google it. I'm Googling it right now. Hold up.
He's just like, oh shit,
swear
I
to God,
fucked up.
don't see it. So it's like I caught a home invader trying to rob me, and then the next video in the upload section is from 1 month ago, the coronavirus song.
So he got rid of the video because he realized people could break into his house.
This quarantine has been so long. Okay.
The thing is that I want to know, how did they find out where he
One, right? Does everyone? Okay, everyone here played BO1, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Does everybody remember the steps? The 8 steps Reznov gave off.
Step 8 was
No.
freedom. I remember that.
Yeah.
No, wait. Step
Okay.
1 was climb out of the darkness, right?
no it
Okay.
was one secure.
The quarantine has been so long. I mesmerized all of them. You want to hear?
Mesmerized.
Oh,
Ah, yes.
Man.
Before
Okay.
before you say that, funny thing actually, I was looking for my copy for BO1 and I couldn't find it, so I was
Wait,
planning to
wasn't-
buy a.
Wait, wasn't like one
I
of
was
his...
planning to.
Oh, you go right ahead. You go right ahead. My bad for interrupting.
I was gonna say I was planning to buy a digital copy because like I mean it's backwards compatible with Xbox One, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, it'd be cool to hop on to like the Xbox One servers for like BO1, and then I find out later that I mean it's not as much here. It's like I think around $20, but then I find out in Mexico that they charge you like $900 for it.
Oh my
Good
God.
lord. 900
Jesus.
pesos, I see.
Or actually, it was 700. No, it was $700, but the sequel Black Ops 2 that was $900. Well, like
Oh,
I
Lord.
was thinking to myself, Jesus Christ, why would you charge that much?
Wait, wasn't like one of the 8 steps that he gave was like Spear the Wicked Beast or something?
Okay.
No.
That was like step 4, I think.
Okay.
Step 4's
Let's,
Unleash the Horde.
No, it was step 6 is Skewer the Winged Beast.
Step 1. Keys. No, that's step 1.
Step
Step
2 is
2.
darkness. Step 3.
Rain fire.
What's the next one?
I believe
Step
it's
5,
Unleash
Unleash
the
the Beast.
Horde or Skewer. No, it's Unleash the Horde. Skewer the Winged Beast.
Yes.
Fist of Iron.
Yes.
Hell, Raise Hell, and
Yes.
Freedom. And the
Yes.
secret
Rain
step,
fire.
freedom.
And what's
Rain
funny is that I
fire.
don't remember that from BO1. I actually remember that because that's what the Origins Easter egg steps were called.
It was
Really?
step 1.
I never
These
finished.
steps-
I never finished it. I can only get the fire staff, and that's it.
Oh, I finished it.
Beyond that,
The Horde.
Dude,
step
or
5, Skewer the Winged
Origins, you have I actually a while ago, I think this was like about 2 months ago. I streamed it with a couple of friends of mine. That I mean, they're not where I am right now. They're like I don't know. They're like they're far away from like right now.
Good
And
lord.
so we streamed it, and my God, they all suck ass. Like you have no idea. I had to carry them all out of the way.
Oh
Wow.
lord.
Oh,
Like I'm not even shitting. Like there'd be like two people, one person with like a who at least has just about like I don't know 5 hours or so. But so I think the maps that we streamed were Origins, and I'm trying to think. Do you guys know the name of the Asylum one? I forgot what it was called.
Mob of the
Mob
Dead.
of the
Mob of the
Dead.
Dead.
Mom and
Mob of
Dad.
Mob of the Dead. That's what it was. I mean, they did. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. They were kind of good on Mob of the Dead because I mean, we actually got two people of mine, like two of my friends. They actually got pack a punch weapons, while the other one didn't. But I mean, at least he actually survived.
Good stuff.
At least.
Nice.
I was about to say.
okay, guys. Like, you go.
I was about to say. I think like the last time I did like a COD like zombies Easter egg was the super Easter egg I did for BO3. Shit was a wild ride when I did it with like some old pals of mine.
Hmm.
All right, so Lucas, what were you saying?
I was gonna be like, okay, let's be like controversial for a second, and like, what Black Ops is the best, and which one is
Two.
the worst? Why you believe
Two.
that?
BO4 is the worst.
Four,
Two.
best and worst.
Immediately two.
Four.
Best is
BO4
two.
the worst. BO1's the best. By far.
Okay,
dude.
so
BO2 is the best for me.
okay, so don't judge me on this, but I personally, I think just because the zombies, I think personally was the best BO3.
BO3
That's
had the best zombies, hands down.
That's
Yeah,
Jesus,
yeah,
I mean,
you're not. I agree with Alex.
you think
yeah.
The
Black
zombies
Ops
for
3
Black
had,
Ops 3
like,
was good.
best zombies. Yeah, I agree with that.
Fuck
It
the
was the
Victus crew.
most hyped thing.
It also had the.
it's because there was no supply drops. It wasn't pay to win.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say I'm gonna say,
Pay to win. The zombies fell flat. The multiplayer didn't really get any updates, and it fell kind of flat really often.
Yeah. Also, the mechanics were
Just
so,
more on
like,
battle royale instead of anything. So multiplayer.
BO4, good lord, that was a train wreck.
Oh
Dude,
I was
man.
gonna say
let's think about this for a second too. We all wasted $60 on that game.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
That's
did.
I
that is
got a
$60
bargain.
I can't get back.
Dude, bro, BO4
I
just
knew.
felt. Did you know that BO4 now only has one playlist and it's a quick play playlist and barely anybody plays it for multiplayer now?
Which one?
Yeah, obviously because the game is garbage. The game is so bad.
Hey, what do you guys think about the campaign though? It's pretty good, right?
Oh my.
There-
Don't even.
Ha ha ha! Shut up, Tom.
It kind of helped.
Oh my god.
It kind of
When
helped
you
you
get
a
to play
bit.
as Reznov
during
and
the
then
whole game.
you get on the bike and whatever. Yeah, dude. I love that part of BO4.
Gotta love it when you get
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
oh,
bike.
All I can really say is like at the time, like of when Black Ops 3 came out, when I also streamed this by the way. When it came out, me and my friends decided to these are another group of the ones that like are near me now. We decided to stream it, and what was the first map called? The one that they give you?
Shadows of
the
Evil.
first time. Shadows of Evil.
Shadows of
Dude, I
Knievel.
shit you not. All right, chill down. I was gonna say, so at the time when we were streaming it, that shit blew my mind. Like the ending where like Richtofen comes in, yeah, that shit blew my mind.
Oh, speaking of which, you guys know the 360 Richtofen face?
No.
God.
Is this a
Okay.
thing?
Yeah.
Hold on, hold on. I'm gonna get a picture for stream to see.
Sit in the,
I'm already. Wait, which? Oh yeah, never mind. Both streamers are the same. I'm stupid.
Jesus.
Here, I'm gonna
Dude,
give chat a quick
you know
Google.
what we should do one day? We should if we ever get to do this again, we should stream I'm trying to think of the game Jackbox. I have like multiple
Jackbox.
Jackbox packs.
Yeah, I
Dude,
have.
Jackbox is so fun.
We'll definitely do that
But
for
I
the
only-
future.
But I only.
Yo,
have it on-
trivia. We could play Trivia Murder Party.
That
Yeah.
is
Or
fun. I'm not
or
gonna lie, that is genuinely fun.
Or press the
Trivia.
button. Do you guys know what press the button is?
Does anybody
I
remember
think-
Grief? Does anyone remember Grief on Black Ops 2?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
I remember it. I just
wish
never
they
played
brought
it.
that back. I loved Grief, dude. You do not understand. I love
I like to
Grief.
cuck people over in that mode. You have no idea. I cucked a lot of people.
Alright. So I think since we are just past the hour mark, I think I'm gonna start wrapping things up here.
Oh,
Man.
alright.
Alrighty.
Wait, I have a topic. I have a topic.
Alright.
Please wait. Brrr. I have a topic. Please.
Alright, Lucas,
Please speak.
all open.
Speak.
All right. So we're gonna stick
Speech.
to the gaming one. So would you
Speech.
guys rather have a Black Ops 1 remastered or a Black Ops 5? And wait, before anyone says anything, I'm going to give my opinion. I think we should have a Black Ops 1 remastered because
Yes.
think about it. The
Sam.
campaign for Black Ops 1, best campaign hands down.
I will say Black Ops 2 comes at a close second there. Black Ops 2 campaign was
Absolutely,
Yeah.
pretty good.
because Black Ops.
Yeah.
Cause, like no, the only way that you were able to understand Black Ops 3's campaign is if you like actually looked stuff up and put effort into it. But like Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, it was just handed to you. Like you could understand it, you could just pick it up and play it whenever, and you'd understand it.
Yeah.
Except for that one part, I forgot what mission in game where people where you had to where you get the trade off. Except for that part, because I mean, yeah, to get the true ending, I'm pretty sure you have to shoot Mason in the leg,
Yeah, you had to
which
shoot
people
it.
did not know.
Yeah, you had to.
You know what I
Yeah,
think?
you had to
you
shoot
had
him
to
in the
shoot
leg.
him.
I think I have an idea. I don't think they should make either. Just make a Black Ops 4 2
I think.
with the campaign.
Okay, so hear me
Black
out.
Ops
Hear
4
me
complete.
out. Hear me out on this
like-
statement. I think they should make a Black Ops 5, but hear me out to finish to finish the Chaos storyline. That's it. That's the only
Yeah.
reason why I want a Black Ops 5
Wait,
because I want them to
Chaos?
finish Chaos.
No, dude. Wait, Chaos? No.
I feel
don't
like one day.
Chaos.
I feel
I
like
only
one day
stick
they're
with
going.
Premise.
I was gonna say, I feel like they're going to
Yeah.
make a spin-off game one day. I don't know why. I feel like they're going to
I
make a
want
game
Black
just
Ops
based on
1
things that happen
remastered,
between.
I think we should just round off the Modern Warfares first.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Okay.
Advanced Warfare
Very
wasn't as bad.
Also, how do you guys feel about with the new Modern Warfare remaster coming out? How do you guys feel about No Russian?
I think they should do
Oh,
Oh
fucking
man.
amazing.
Ooh, God.
War One again. Yeah. Dude, I was gonna cosplay him. Me and my brothers were all gonna cosplay as No Russian guys with like the LMGs and the vests and the suits.
Oh
We
man.
couldn't find a fourth.
All you have to do is go to the. Dude, you should have just hit me up. I would have immediately gone there. You have no idea.
I think
I'm
I think-
obviously
I think
joking.
it is very funny though is that when you turn off disturbing content, you do not have to play through No Russian.
No Russian, yeah.
you-
Actually,
that's the
That's the
purpose
first
of
game
it.
they ever had to do that for. The second game they did it with was Modern Warfare 3 with the UK bombing.
And that's another thing is that a lot of YouTubers,
That was
a lot-
disturbing.
a lot of YouTubers that been playing through like the mission No Russian. Whenever it's like the first scene, I was watching sorry about that voice crack. I think it was Merc Music that I watched. He said that he didn't want to fire a single bullet because he didn't want to take a chance with demonetization.
That's fair.
What?
That is fair though.
That's fair, yeah.
But like, I personally don't think that they should bring like a Modern Warfare 2 remastered, like a full game.
Well, no, that's why it's only the campaign.
The campaign. That's all they did.
They should have had Spec Ops. Like, come on.
They did.
I
Spec
don't-
Ops is there.
It's the Spec
I
Ops
don't
in the museum.
Remember Spec Ops?
Oh,
I don't.
alright.
I don't
Um,
remember. So what was
there's
Spec
another
Ops? What was
topic.
Spec?
Should bring up because this is already getting a lot of controversy. Anyways, is too good and should Activision be forgiven for what they did?
What D2?
Wait, what?
What do they do?
Destiny 2. Oh, Destiny 2 is a fucking mess.
I'm pretty sure two of us in this thing know what my opinion is on this.
Okay.
Oh yeah, are you talking about like the pay to play thing? Is that what you're talking about?
No. With
Like,
what Activision did with
Yes.
with what Activision did with Destiny 2, basically what happened was they left them like midway through like the game's like season, and what happened was they had to lay off a bunch of voice actors because of that, and it completely altered the storyline because one of the voice actors quit.
Oh, Okay, now I see why that would like mess shit up.
No, they literally had to
Oh,
kill off arguably like one of like the series' like favorite characters just because the voice actor quit and Activision left.
man.
So,
Why didn't they just hire someone that sounded like
well, it's because his voice was unique and
him?
people would know if it wasn't him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, at the same time, just killing him off.
Alright, so this
You
is
did kill him off, and they have no expectation for
alrighty.
it's him off.
Anyways, I got another.
Mothman.
What do you guys think about the DLC that they added for Fallout 76? 'Cause, I mean, that game was already a train.
It's already a train wreck. They're just adding an extra car onto said train wreck.
Oh my god.
Is that all they did?
What happened?
No, that's like a whole ass like other train that they added. You have no idea. I'm pretty sure.
That's much where it's gonna fit.
I'm gonna be for real. I prefer Rage 2 than, even though Rage 2. I mean, not gonna lie, that game is fire. But I mean, I say Fallout 76 is full of like unfinished
Fallout
stuff.
76 is a dumpster fire on so many levels.
I've seen gameplay. It looks bad.
Really botched and incomplete. Like Fallout 4.
I would have.
Multiplayer didn't even work, and you could raid people playing single player for a little while.
I'm gonna be for real. I would.
A new idea for the game, mostly because they used a ton of Fallout 4 assets, and they didn't even remake an entire engine. They actually used the Skyrim engine. Some of the enemies have dragon AI, which is the exact same as it was in Elder Scrolls 5.
I'm gonna be for real. I would.
A new idea for the game.
Wait,
Because they used a ton of dollars of more Fallout first, which basically gave you nothing, and then they decided to add Battle Royale. They used a ton of dollars of more Fallout first, which basically gave you
I was
nothing.
gonna say,
and then they decided to add Battle
I'm not
Royale.
sure if they have this in the game, but do you guys at least know if they have like how they have in Skyrim?
There's the dragon, I know about that.
Alright, so it seems like my
Don't know.
PC is going to be capping out at what the stream is going to be at, so I'm going to try and wrap things up while the stream is still alive.
We haven't done this yet.
Well, sometimes it's just my PC is trying to handle too many things at once. It's just not doing well.
Your tabs. I know you got a
Topic
couple tabs
before we
open
go.
that would kind of be
Can we have one more
incriminating against
topic
you.
before we go?
Alrighty, so for
So
people that are still here and for Teal Tundra and Zombie still in chat, basically what the future for this is going to be is weekly streams at 9 p.m. EST. We're going to follow the same format that we did here. First hour is going to just be us talking about the topics that we have assigned, and then the hour will let some people in and share thoughts and topics that they would like to talk about.
Yeah.
So,
Question.
One more closing. Can we have one more closing statement?
yes.
So,
This is completely off-putting, but it's Call of Duty related, so I don't care. But Call of Duty Ghosts was not bad.
I agree.
By no means, it was like
It was
wasn't
not that bad.
just the map
thing
was
that-
too big.
The thing
was
that
just- it's
confused
kinda
me was
fun.
the thing
At
that
least
confused me
Extinction
is yeah, I was gonna say the thing that kind of confused me is why I had like extinction. I mean, yeah, it's aliens, but I don't know.
I'm gonna be real.
Like-
A lot of people are gonna contradict this statement. I really love Extinction. I just love it so much.
I'm not
Extinction
saying
was
it's
fun.
bad,
Extinction was different. They took a chance to do something different.
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying I hate it, like extinction, but it's fun to play with people. Trust me. But but I don't know what made them think alien.
Yeah, it's a good question what they went with. So, I'm gonna start closing things up. I'm gonna mute everybody for the time being.
Oh wait, one more thing. What do you guys think of? What do you guys plan for next menu?
We're gonna figure that out. If people stay tuned, I will announce that on my Instagram and my Twitch, of course.
Because this is only a suggestion. I'm thinking Jackbox, and because I mean, we could get like the audience in too. Like we can get people like watching the play
we will
too.
we will definitely do that later on, but we would probably need the entire cast to be here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Eliza got
Just
caught up
two-
in something, and Supercontinent is off the face of the planet.
Yeah, just like two people were like,
It was just a bunch of
Ooh.
unexpected technical difficulties that we could not deal with for the time being.
It's fine. We had fun.
yeah.
So I
agree.
am
Good stream.
so I am happy to announce that this will probably be the first conclusion of our first ever actual stream.
Yes.
So I'm gonna mute Zombie and Teal for the moment being, just for closing thoughts with everybody else in the cast. So I'm its Karma with Pentius, Lucas, and Bry. We are the Garden Cast stream. Hopefully, we will see you guys.
See you guys.
Adios. Don't do drugs. No, no. Oh, God. Come on.
Oh no. Oh
It's
no.
friendly here. God damn.